Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars, and let me see what spring is like.
When we were shooting in reunions, there was a big shift of what ways we'd try and hunt in the future and the ways we'd sort of look for to do airs, you know. It was, people were looking at us like, are you guys crazy? This wave's just the perfect wave for airs, just the ramp and the way it bends in, the wind, it's the biggest wedge you've ever seen. It was a pretty obvious shift of what waves those guys are going to surf.
Definitely the best airs are doing over reef, just especially for it's kind of like more mechanical than a beach break. Obviously, you're going to get, if you dial in a wave, you'll get that section more times than you will on like a beach break. You can have a fear of that reef, and like you said, John doesn't have that fear. And reefs are definitely where you can push aerial surfing, but you just got to not have that kind of scaredness of the reef. I don't have enough luck in Hawaii doing this because I swear there's never Kona winds when I'm there. I think John and that, they got a few little secret spots and stuff, little reef passes that they play around on in those trade wind days. Yeah, when those Kona winds come, I mean, I guess they live there, so they get more chances in Hawaii, but there is some really good places, even Rocky Rights when it's real shallow, but you can get some crazy ramps when it's Kona winds there too.
Back and front wind blowing into it, and not too strong, you got the power from the reef, like you can get any speed on the wave, like halfway up or down for a bit slower and more vert airs, but you just got way more opportunities than on a beach break. Like you can do any type of air and you can get your speed so fast, you only need to do like one pump.
John, well, you look at where he's grown up, and you look at what he's been brought up with and where he's surfing, I don't think he has a reason to be scared anymore, you know what I mean? Like, he surfs the craziest wave in the world every day. It's like he's just some freakish alien creature that just can do anything, literally can do anything. I don't know if he's dislocated or he's on some sort of drugs or something, I don't know. But he's just got something that no one else has.
It's strange because I've grown up in Hawaii and I've always grown up with reef breaks and rocks and stuff. I've kind of just learned how to surf with them, so I don't really worry too much when, you know, I try a big maneuver and it's like maybe 2 feet below me.
Reefs are definitely where it's at. It's just the same section almost every time. You know, if you find that right wave with that same section, it's like a skate park, and you can try the same thing over and over and over again until you land it. And I think it's a matter of learning how to fall, really. I think that's kind of how it is with all sports. Beginner's guide to falling on reef, I tend to just starfish out. Just put all your arms and legs out and just hope for the best you at the bottom. You know, it just seems like that's the best way to kind of keep you at the top. I actually think backdoor is one of the better waves in the world for airs. It's crazy when it's like 4 or 5 feet and there's like Kona winds blowing. We rarely get those winds, but when it is, it's just, you take off and you can go so fast in that ants ball, and it'll put you so high in there. It'll put you places where you like never ever wanted to be. North Point, that wave has a crazy section on it. Number 3, I've never surfed it good for airs, but from what it looks like would be Sioux Balls. From what it looked like they had the biggest sections like ever. If the wind was blowing into it ever. I heard it doesn't really do that, but if you did get the wind blowing into the rights, it would be the craziest, biggest air section.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars, and let me see what spring is like on a Jupiter and Mars.